There was a lyric I heard years ago that stayed with me. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go? At first, I thought it was talking about romantic relationships, but the more I've reflected on it, the more I've realized it applies to almost every relationship we have. Family, friendships, work, old identities, even old versions of ourselves. One of the hardest lessons I had to learn is that love isn't measured by how long we hold on. Sometimes it's measured by whether we're willing to let go before we lose ourselves. For a long time, I believed that if I love someone enough, I should keep trying, keep explaining, keep fixing, keep carrying, keep hoping. I didn't realize that somewhere along the way, I had stopped asking an equally important question. Do I love myself enough to recognize when holding on is costing me myself? That question changed everything. Because sometimes we're so focused on not losing someone else that we don't notice we're slowly losing ourselves. Our peace, our voice, our authenticity, our energy, our joy, and sometimes even our identity. I don't believe letting go always means walking away from a person. Sometimes it means letting go of expectations. Sometimes it means letting go of the need to be understood. Sometimes it means letting go of a role you've been playing your entire life. Sometimes it means letting go of the version of yourself that survived so that the version of yourself that's meant to live can fully emerge. One of the biggest shifts I've experienced lately is realizing self-love isn't always soft. Sometimes self-love is a boundary. Sometimes self-love is saying no. Sometimes self-love is grieving. Sometimes self-love is disappointing someone else so you don't continue disappointing yourself. That doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop abandoning yourself. I think that's an important distinction because I can love someone deeply and still recognize that I can't sacrifice my peace, my integrity, and my authenticity to keep a relationship alive. For me, that's what this lyric has come to mean. It's not asking whether I love someone else enough. It's asking whether I love myself enough. Enough to tell the truth. Enough to choose peace. Enough to trust myself. Enough to let go when holding on requires me to stop being who I am. Because sometimes letting go isn't giving up. Sometimes it's the deepest act of self-love.